Hello and hey, today we're going to mess around golf with your friends, this time going to be the brand new Pirate Cove guide. Pretty excited about this course. It's got a lot of hole-in-one opportunities and a lot of different ways to achieve those hole-in-ones. Please forgive my voice, I am a little bit sick and I waited as long as I could to make something like this. So, hole number one. There's a lot of these markings on the tiles that we can really use. So we come over here at this exact power, just kind of aiming right at that little, I'm going to call it like pickle-like, just because it's green, I guess, spot. As always, feel free to pause to get this going on. I have the freeze frames on every hole, at least for every hole-in-one. So here we go, hole number two. Come right about to the halfway point of this sixth block down here. And I even went a little bit light. You can go a little tiny bit more than that, maybe a couple pixels or so of power. Don't worry about it too much. Hole number three, come over here, and it is just way easier to kind of attack this hole from slightly left of center. So we go just a little bit center. I paused there so you get a chance here, and then from this we go just over 3 power, and then we're gonna wait till right about now to let go. We bounce off the wheel and go directly into the hole, as you saw. Hole number 4, there's a little dot down here, and we're going to use that dot as reference to go just left, so we're just the right side of our cursor is kind of pointing at it, and you'll be able to tell if you hit the right spot if you hit about halfway on the furthest right tile. That one's not very tough. It's got some nice tolerances. Hole 5, come over here, full power. There's a little light dot there. And we just come to this exact point right here. It is very specific. A couple of pixels either way, and you have drastically different results. So be careful with that one, or maybe use a different hole-in-one strategy for that one, but I like that one a lot. Hole number 6, you need to get over there. Pretty simple. We go just under 3 power. And we're going to aim sort of where the seam between those two is on the left. The 2 logs, that is. And we comfortably get over here and have enough speed to get into the hole. Hole 7. I was messing this up, going too hard. I'm going to go about 5 tiles forward and 1 to the right, and then go just about 2 4/5-ish power. Like I said, I was going a little bit too hard, so if you do that, you will not get the hole-in-one. Just be careful and pay attention to your power. Hole 8, gonna come over here to this crease over here to the right. It's not very easy to see. You want to just kind of be flat against where those 2 logs meet at the exact power you see there. Again, I always encourage pausing for exact powers like this. It's more of a feel thing. You get really close. If you're just off in power, you won't like leave the course or anything, but just beware. Hole 9, super difficult. It is like pixel perfect on both speed and position. I did not even find that shot myself. I think we're accrediting that to someone called Helix, so good on you, man. Hole number 10, I paused this even though it's kind of ridiculous. I go just past the power bar and I just go right over here. It doesn't really matter exactly how hard or exactly where you aim here, just so long as you get down here, and I don't pause this shot because that'd be ridiculous as well. Any number of power and angles get you into the bowl, so go ahead and play it by ear. Hole number 11. There's a little dot here. I point to it there. Go full power, and it's just a tiny bit to the left. It's not even required, but you hit a lot less invisible little bumps if you just kind of go a little bit to the left, so a little bit safer to do that as well. Hole 12 is based like entirely on timing. You want to aim right here. And then when the cannon closes, I like to say a 3-syllable word for the timing. It's kind of weird. Works for me. And you just get scooped up with enough power to kind of make it into the bowl. There's plenty of variations. If you catch it at a super great timing, it'll throw you off the back wall and in, and there's just a bunch of ways. But the timing is absolutely crucial for that one. Hole 13, there's a nice little light dot again here over here. I like to come right over to it. And you try to basically get the power at the bottom of the dot, and then you're just left of that dot, as you can see. There's another hole-in-one where you kind of bounce off one of the sides. I was having a little bit of trouble just like getting it consistently, but I kind of went back to that shot which I had found originally, and I like that one a lot more now. Hole 14, just full power off this crease. Wasn't really necessary to freeze it, but if I'm going to freeze it on all the other holes consistently, we'll do that one. And at this one, just over 2 power from this particular spot. I like to wait till 2 of the platforms are up, then I let go. Actually waited probably a tiny bit too long there, but as you can see, it's not the tightest window. It's not hole 12, that's for sure. So again, super simple too. Nice eagle. This particular shot is nearly impossible to eyeball, and it is this power at this spot. So I left it on here for a little bit longer than normal. You kind of just have to get lucky. There are more consistent ways to go left of the hole and to go right of the hole, but as long as you're staying on that top part, it is very difficult. Hole 16, we go full power, basically straightforward. I am about 1 pixel to the left of where I should have aimed to get dead center. If you do get absolute dead center, if your ball is on the line here, you can go full power without fear, aiming right at the hole. But since we're a little bit off, I went ahead and took just a tiny little bit off full power. But as you'll see, I just barely make it, so a little bit more wouldn't have hurt either. But full power, you do run the risk of kind of going out of the back bowl and not in the way you want to go. So hole 17, this is more of a risky shot. I go just left of 5 tiles up and 1 tile over. You'll see me kind of bounce off there, and I get a fortuitous bounce. Normally you want to go somewhere in the area of 3 and like 3/4, which is less power, and you want to aim a little bit more either left to go for a specific bounce or right. There's a ton of ways to get a hole on this one as long as you get in that particular shoot. So play with it and find one you like. Hole 18. They made this super crazy, but we're going to go ahead and conquer this tentacle monster. Aim right there. There's a little like pickle shaped thing. I jump once in the water to kind of get a little bit better of where I want, because I want to end up as far to the right as I can. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and shoot just about, see that corner I'm aiming at? I'm distinctly right of it. You want to wait till the monster bites down and then it opens up, but you have to be aware of the tentacle as well. It's a super specific shot there. You have to dunk that from where I put you. I've gotten a couple of different times. I wanted to go for a consistent dunk strat, and that's going to be the one we're going to have to use. But if you don't end up in the exact place I did on the first shot, the second one is not going to help you at all. So, this course, I was surprised how little it stayed in experimental, although I guess there was a closed beta that I was not a part of, so a lot of these shots were kind of messed around with before that. But I think I really like this course. I don't have like nearly the problems I've had with other courses as soon as they come out. And we have a ton of hole-in-ones. I believe that was 12 hole-in-ones, and we had 6 holes in 2. So that's going to go ahead and put us at a 24 score. So we have minus 34 with 12 hole-in-ones. Wait, 13 hole-in-ones? I really should have counted that before I did this. But yes, okay. So I'll come up with the right number of hole-in-ones in the title. As always, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Sorry I had a sick voice. Be safe, guys.